Це можете розпочинати.
Дякуємо, Світлана Васильівна. Шановні колеги, розпочинаємо засідання спеціалізованої вченої ради. Сьогодні у нас 12 лютого 2024 року, 11:00. І хочу вам озвучити, що відповідно до рішення вченої ради Сумського національного аграрного університету за номером 5 від 17 жовтня 2023 року і відповідно наказом ректора номер 675К від 4.12.2023 року у Сумському національному аграрному університеті було утворено спеціалізовану вчену раду для прийняття до розгляду та проведення разового захисту дисертації Хан Яфень на тему Development of Integrated Waste Management System Based on Resource Saving in China. Українською це звучить розвиток інтегрованої системи управління електронними відходами на основі ресурсозбереження в Китаї. Це дисертація на здобуття ступеня доктора філософії у галузі знань 07 управління та адміністрування за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент. Згідно наказу, затверджено склад спеціалізованої вченої ради. До спеціалізованої вченої ради війшли голова ради, я, Данько Юрій Іванович, доктор економічних наук, професор, проректор з наукової роботи, з наукової та міжнародної діяльності Сумського національного аграрного університету. Рецензенти. Ніфатова Олена Михайлівна, доктор економічних наук, професор кафедри маркетингу і логістики Сумського національного аграрного університету. Пасько Олег Віталійович, кандидат економічних наук, доцент, завідувач науково-дослідної частини Сумського національного аграрного університету. Та офіційні опоненти. Зварич Ірина Ярославівна, доктор економічних наук, професор, завідувач кафедри міжнародної економіки Західноукраїнського національного університету, та Хаустова Вікторія Євгенівна, доктор економічних наук, професор, директор науково-дослідного центру індустріальних проблем розвитку Національної академії наук України. Всі члени ради присутні онлайн на сьогоднішньому засіданні. Посади членів спеціалізованої вченої ради вказані на дату захисту дисертаційної роботи. Шановні колеги, ви зареєструвалися. На підставі реєстраційної картки, ще раз хочу сказати, що присутні 5 членів спеціалізованої вченої ради із 5 затверджених наказом ректора номер 675К від 4.12.2023 року. Тобто кворум необхідний для засідання є, і ми маємо всі офіційні підстави для того, щоб розпочати сьогоднішнє засідання. Відповідно, дозвольте оголосити це засідання відкритим. На порядку денному сьогодні захист дисертації на здобуття ступеня доктора філософії, аспірантки кафедри менеджменту імені професора Михайлова Любові Івановни Сумського національного аграрного університету Хан Яфень на тему розвиток інтегрованої системи управління електронними відходами на основі ресурсозбереження в Китаї. В англійській інтерпретації Development of Integrated Waste Management System based on Resource Saving in China. І відповідно за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент. Робота була виконана у Сумському національному аграрному університеті. Науковий керівник, кандидат економічних наук, доцент Шевченко Тетяна Іванівна, старший науковий співробітник науково-дослідної частини Сумського національного аграрного університету. До спеціалізованої вченої ради здобувач надав такі документи. Перше – це заява щодо проведення атестації здобувача. Копія першої сторінки паспорта громадянина Китайської Народної Республіки, копія диплома магістра, витяг з наказу про зарахування до аспірантури, засвідчений в установленому порядку, академічна довідка про виконання відповідної освітньо-наукової програми, висновок наукового керівника, затверджений в установленому порядку, висновок про наукову новизну, теоретичне та практичне значення результатів дисертації, дисертація у друкованому та електронному вигляді, відбитки копій наукових публікацій, зарахованих за темою дисертації та засвідчених в установленому порядку. Усі документи відповідають встановленим вимогам, дисертація до захисту подається вперше. Шановні колеги, хто запропонований порядок денний, прошу голосувати підняттям рук. Хто за? Проти? Утрималися? Таких немає. Пропозиція приймається. Відповідно, дозвольте зачитати біографічні дані аспірантів. Хан Яфень 1984 року народження, громадянка Китайської Народної Республіки, освіта вища, закінчила у 2010 році університет Чжэнчжоу, місто Чжэнчжоу, провінція Хетнань, Китайська Народна Республіка, за спеціальністю комп'ютерні технології. Аспірантуру закінчила у 2023 році у Сумському національному аграрному університеті Міністерства освіти і науки України, місто Суми. Тут же виконана дисертацію у Сумському національному аграрному університеті Міністерства освіти і науки України. Науковий керівник Шевченко Тетяна Іванівна, кандидат економічних наук, доцент, старший науковий співробітник науково-дослідної частини Сумського національного аграрного університету. Тема дисертації затверджена на засіданні вченої ради Сумського національного аграрного університету за протоколом номер 6 від 22 грудня 2019 року. Хан Яфень завершила виконання освітньої наукової програми у 2023 році. 30 червня 2023 року відбулася публічна презентація дисертаційного дослідження на кафедрі менеджменту імені професора Любові Івановни Михайлової за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент, де дисертацію було рекомендовано до розгляду та захисту у разовій спеціалізованій вченій раді. Основні наукові положення та результати досліджень за темою дисертації опубліковано у 9 наукових працях, з них 2 статті у фахових наукових виданнях України, усі включені до міжнародних науково-метричних баз даних. 2 статті опубліковано в наукових періодичних виданнях Організації економічного співпраці та розвитку, які включені до науково-метричної бази даних Scopus. 5 тез опубліковано в матеріалах наукових конференцій. Наукові публікації відповідають вимогам пунктів 8.9 порядку присудження ступеня доктора філософії та скасування рішення разової спеціалізованої вченої ради закладу вищої освіти, наукової установи про присудження ступеня доктора філософії, що затверджено постановою Кабінету міністрів України від 12 січня 2022 року за номером 44. Дисертація відповідає вимогам наказу МОН України номер 40 від 12 січня 2017 року про затвердження вимог до оформлення дисертації та порядку присудження ступеня доктора філософії та скасування рішення разової спеціалізованої вченої ради закладу вищої освіти, наукової установи про присудження ступеня доктора філософії, що затверджено постановою Кабінету міністрів від 12 січня 2022 року за номером 44. Чи є питання у членів спеціалізованої вченої ради? Питань немає. І здобувачем погоджено, що захист дисертації буде проводитися англійською мовою. Відповідно, шановні колеги, дозвольте перейти на мову, яку обрав здобувач. So, to present the main result of the research, the word is given to graduate student Хан Яфень. Хан Яфень, please open your presentation and we can start your report.
Okay, thank you. Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm very glad to see you. Welcome to my presentation. I'm PhD student Han Yafeng. During the period of study at Sumy National Agrarian University, I completed all the work planned by my curriculum, my research, and made the reports provided by the postgraduate department and the Faculty of Economy Management. And now, let me introduce my dissertation work to you. My research topic is development of integrated e-waste management system based on resource saving in China. Next, I will report my dissertation from the following 4 parts. The first section is research origins. Improper disposal of e-waste can cause environmental disruption, such as environment pollution, climate changing. It will also cause economic stagnation because of resource scarcity and resource waste. Cause social retrogression, including unsustainable development and health risk. And there are many barriers from stakeholders, unsustainable production and consumption. With the development of science and technology progress, circular economy provide an alternative route for e-waste management. The second part is research content. The purpose of this study is to achieve the dual effects of environment and economy through the collection, recycling, and remanufacturing of waste electronic products, and provide scientific and reasonable suggestions. The research object is the integrated e-waste management system based on resource saving in China. The subject of the research is using the Internet of Things technology, circular economy theory, and ecological economic theory, collection and recycling process of waste electrical and electronic products can be effectively managed. This is research objectives of my thesis, which including 7 parts. First is explore progressive recycling mode of waste electronic products, making use of new technology to carry out recycling innovation strategy to provide new decision-making ideas for regular recycling enterprises to improve the recycling amount of e-waste. Second is to summarize the recycling mode suitable for China's national conditions, not limited to the implement EPR system. 3, development countermeasures to control e-waste pollution and realize e-waste management for smart city construction, drawing on the advanced management experience of e-waste in developed countries. For develop a scientific and methodical approach to format a closed-loop intelligent management system of e-waste based on information and digital technologies. 5, develop an evaluation index system to assess management performance of urban circular economy and apply it to practical cases of Chinese cities. 6, conduct a case study on the status of e-waste management and the citizens' attitude and behaviors to recycle e-waste in Chinese city to determine the ideal shape of an effective urban e-waste management. 7, establish the incentive system to construct a set of incentives suitable for China's smart e-waste recycling system. The third part is results and analysis. We developed a conceptual framework exploring digital technologies in terms of circular economy operationalization from perspective of the product life cycle, including product design, the use of product, and end of life. In promoting the transformation from the traditional economy to the circular economy, digital technologies have shown good prospects for application where monitoring, control, optimization, and automation in achieving circular goals. According to the literature analysis, 6 technologies have been identified as the main Industry 4.0 based technologies related to circular economy. Cyber physical system, CPS, Internet of Things, IoT, artificial intelligence, AI, big data analytics, additive manufacturing, and simulation. Figure shows the digital technologies in Industrial 4.0. Next, I will introduce from the perspective of product life cycle. First stage is product design. New technologies and innovations provided by Industrial 4.0 have been used for various circular product designs, such as design for long life, design for lease or service, design for reuse in manufacturing, and design for material recycling. In the product use stage, new product service system business models have emerged to satisfy customer needs for personalized, experiential, and other professional services. Product service systems are divided into 3 categories according to the degree of service and ownership transfer of product in the transaction process, product-oriented product PSS, usage-oriented PSS, and result-oriented PSS. This figure shows the method of PSS operation. We focus on the operation of the PSS. The backend cloud-based product service environment should be considered. In addition, the PSS has the ability to learn as system operations. This figure shows the digital twins of customers and products contained in the service section. Sensor data was used to support analysis, decision-making, and control. In the product recovery stage, when the product reaches end of life, the loop through reuse, remanufacturing, and recycling should be closed. DT are conducive to the improvement of the management of reverse supply chains and to the reduction of transportation flows. From a topology perspective, CE is a closed loop economy, whereas the traditional economic model belongs to an open loop or linear economy. The figure shows the closed loop circle, which is composed of reuse, remanufacturing, and recycling. We further clarify the significant role of digital technology in facilitating circular economy business model innovation vision and use a bike-sharing platform as an example of a real-world access-based product service system. Finger shows the key digital technology workflows in access-based product service system. In the collection data from sensor, we use Internet of Things. When we store data and manage data, we use cloud platform. We can use artificial intelligence to analysis and process data. The second result is we develop an evaluation system for urban development based on circular economy. This is the research methodology for evaluation urban circular economy. We use 4 steps. The first step is selection of conceptual frameworks and valid indicators by literature review method. Step 2, standardization of indicators. Step 3, establishment of weighting values between indicators by AHP method. Step 4, evaluation on urban circular economy. The evaluation index system of urban circular economy contains 3 dimensions: economy, resource, and environment. 5 evaluation metrics, including economic strength, economic efficiency, reduction of resources, reduction of pollution, reuse and recycling, which contains 17 indicators as shown in this figure. This figure shows evaluation indicators of 17 indicators. This figure shows a hierarchy of urban circular economy development evaluation system, which includes 4 layers. Target layer, guideline layer, elementary layer, indicator layer. In the indicator layers, we can see from D1 to D17, 17 indicators. The table shows the weight values of D1 to D17 calculated by analytic hierarchy process. Then we can use comprehensive evaluation of urban circular economy development based on the linear weighted sum approach by the following formula. The third result is digital technology innovation promotes urban circular economy. Smart city is a new type of urban innovation model which has emerged with the development of information technologies such as IoT, cloud computing, and 5G networks, and has become an important trend in future urban development. This figure shows the components of smart cities. This study uses difference in difference DID method and empirically test the relationship, mediation effect, and timeliness mechanism of smart city policy on the environmental pollution reduction and urban circular economy development based on a panel data of 253 prefecture-level cities in China from 2003 to 2018. We prove the hypothesis of the relationship mechanism by the benchmark regression of Model 1. The econometric regression of Model 1 is set up by the following equation. Table 2.7 shows the DID estimation results of environmental pollution. From the table, we can see that the p-value is less than 0.01. So the empirical results show that the smart city construction is significantly correlated with environmental pollution reduction. Then we prove the second hypothesis of the relation mechanism, the benchmark regression of Model 2 is set up by the following equation. We can see that the results from the table 2.8, the p-values are less than 0.01. So the empirical results show that smart city construction is significantly associated with the development of urban circular economy. We prove the hypothesis of the mediation mechanism by the benchmark regression Model 3 and Model 4, which are set up as follows. The equation 6 and 7. From the results of table 2.9, we can see that the p-values are less than 0.01. So the empirical results show that the technological innovation brought by the construction of the smart city is the promotion mechanism affecting the urban circular economy. Under the intermediary effect of technological innovation, the effect of smart city on environmental pollution reduction and circular economy is more obvious. Next, we prove the hypothesis of the timeliness mechanism. To compare the policy effect of smart city pilot on the development of urban circular economy, the counterfactual detection method is adopted for a comparative study. In this study, 2012 moved forward to 2009, 2010, and 2011. Then backward to 2013, 2014, 2015. The estimated results are as follows. Table 2.10 shows the timeliness effect of technological innovation. From the results, we can see that 1 year lag, 2 years lag, and 3 years lag, the p-values are all less than 0.01. So the empirical results show that driven by long-term digital innovation technology, smart cities can reduce environmental pollution and promote the development of urban circular economy. The third result is the fourth result is we developed and advanced waste management in city. This figure shows the framework of an intelligent waste collection service platform in the Xinjiang city of China. The efficient and intelligent recycling system uses digital technologies such as IoT, RFID tags, barcoding, logistics tracking technology, data sharing, and data tracking. It contains 4 parts: e-waste recycling network, the tracking of the logistics and the recycling process, recycling routes, and the inventory management. The 3-tier logistics and recycling system is built with point station and center at the core. The 5th result is that we explore the e-waste recycling behavior. Case study of Xinjiang city in China. We conduct a regression of behavioral attitudes towards e-waste recycling. This is a theoretical model 1 based on hypothesis H1. The analysis of model 1 shows that under the premise that the general station of residents is basically unchanged, the residents' willingness to recycle e-waste will have a direct impact on the residents' e-waste recycling behavior. Moreover, personal consciousness and values, social responsibility, and government obligations determine the attitude of residents' e-waste recycling, which will have a direct impact on e-waste recycling behavior. The regression, then we propose hypothesis H2 under the premise that the general situation of the residents is basically unchanged, as well as based on theoretical model 1. The residents' willingness to recycle e-waste will be affected by the changes in the intrinsic environment, thus adjusting residents' e-waste recycling behavior. This is theoretical model 2 based on hypothesis H2. The analysis of model 2 shows that that under the premise that the general situation of the residents is basically unchanged, as well as based on theoretical model 1, the residents' willingness to recycle e-waste will be affected by the changes in the inner environment, which adjusts the residents' e-waste recycling behavior. Moreover, changes in the internal environment mainly change residents' personal consciousness, values, common sense, and enhance the sense of social responsibility, thus indirectly affecting e-waste recycling behavior. This study proposed hypothesis H3. This is theoretical model 3 based on hypothesis H3. The analysis of model 3 shows that under the premise that the general situation of the residents is basically unchanged, as well as based on theoretical model 1, the residents' willingness to recycle waste will be affected by changing in the external environment so as to adjust the residents' behavior of e-waste recycling. Moreover, changes in the external environment mainly changes the technological basis, cultural atmosphere, and infrastructure construction of residents' e-waste recycling, thus indirectly affecting e-waste recycling behavior. This study propose hypothesis 4. This is the model 4 based on hypothesis 4. The analysis of model 4 shows that the intensives for residents with the recycling will intervening in the residents' behavior by adjusting the residents' intention to recycle their e-waste, and will promote the development of e-waste recycling. Moreover, under the joint regulation of the internal and external environment, incentives such as publicity and education, reward and punishment system, the material rewards influence residents' behavioral intention of e-waste recycling to a certain extent, thus positively intervening in the sustainable development of e-waste recycling behavior. This study proposes hypothesis 5. This is the theoretical model 5 based on hypothesis H5. The analysis of model 5 shows that under the premise that the general situation of residents remains basically unchanged, based on theoretical models 1, 2, and 3, residents will adjust residents' e-waste recycling willingness to intervening in residents' behavior by solving the problems caused by the obstacle factors of e-waste recycling to promote the sustainable development of e-waste recycling. Moreover, under the joint regulation of internal and external environments, issues such as punishment and supervision measures, system construction, infrastructure construction, and cultural facilities affect residents' behavioral intentions of e-waste recycling to a certain extent, thus positively intervening in the sustainable development of e-waste recycling behavior. The study proposed hypothesis 6. This is the model 6 based on hypothesis H6. The analysis of model 6 shows that residents will adopt relevant incentives by solving the problems caused by obstacle factors of e-waste recycling, so as to promote the residents' willingness to recycle e-waste, to intervening in the residents' behaviors, and to promote the sustainable development of e-waste. Moreover, under the joint regulation of internal and external environment, the solution of problems such as punishment and supervision measures, system infrastructure construction, cultural facilities, and the joint intervention of incentives to recycle e-waste is influenced to a certain extent, thus positively intervening in the sustainable development of e-waste recycling behavior. The sixth result is that we put forward practical recommendations for the development of urban electronic waste management system in China. To solve the problem of e-waste collection and recycling, we must first solve obstacles such as service inconvenience and introduce changes in services or infrastructure. Under the premise of ensuring that the infrastructure is established, incentives enable consumers to engage in rational behavior. The figure shows interaction between motivation and convenience. We propose development incentive mechanism of a smart e-waste management, shown as this finger. Currency incentives and awarded points have been integrated into China's smart e-waste management system. Besides recycling system the smart e-waste recycling system collaborates with e-commerce platforms. The fourth part is list of publications. This is articles. This is conference papers. That's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, dear Хан Яфень, for so concretical, detailed report. And now the report is complete, and I think that my colleagues from council have questions, and I think that Professor Elena Nifatova can start. Please.
Thank you, Yuri Ivanovich. Thank you, Хан Яфень, for your presentation. It was very interesting. And of course, I have questions. I have two questions for you. The first one, what is the relationships between the main category of your dissertation, two main categories of your dissertation? It is e-waste management and circular economy. What is the relationship?
Thank you for your attention. The circular economy is a sustainable economic model whose core concept is to maximize the utilization of resources and reduce waste and pollution. The circular economy converts waste into resource, maximize the life cycle of products, and realize the reuse and recycling of resources to achieve sustainable economic, social, and environmental development. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. And I have a second question for you. How exciting digital technology innovation can be used for e-waste management, in your opinion?
Okay. The external digital technology mainly include internet technology, which is internet-based e-waste management system, Internet of Things, including RFID tags, NFC sensors, and GPS. Artificial intelligence include machine learning, computer vision, deep learning, and robotics, cloud computing, big data analytics, and blockchain. I think they all are widely used in e-waste management.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you satisfied, dear Professor Helena?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, who will be the next? Professor Pascoli Vitalich, please.
Thank you very much. Do you hear me?
Yes, we are here.
Okay. So I also have two questions, please. We've listened very attentively and about the e-waste management platforms in China. Could you please elaborate on the smart platforms for e-waste management in China? Or what are these platforms? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for your question. The No, in China, the smart e-waste smart platforms for e-waste management mainly include internet-based smart e-waste collection systems. It emerged to overcome the limitations of traditional e-waste collection by taking use of the rapid expansion of internet technology and the popularity of e-commerce. E-waste collection system based on Internet of Things and cloud tools. Internet of Things based on e-waste management system enables efficient collection and sorting of electronic waste materials. Artificial intelligence in e-waste recycling management has the potential to revolutionize e-waste management by improving efficiency, accuracy, and sustainability. I think these three smart platforms is more used in China's e-waste management. Thank you.
Do you have more questions, Professor?
Yes, one more. Please, another question related to the relationship, if any, between smart city development and regional circular economy. So in other words, the question is, how does the development of smart cities contribute to the promotion of the regional circular economy? Or can smart city development promote a regional circular economy? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for your question. Smart cities are closely related to environmental pollution and urban circular economy. This study was verified by the benchmark regression evaluation model of urban circular economy development. The standard error p-value is less than 0.01, so the hypothesis is valid. So in our research, we prove that smart development can promote regional circular economy. Thank you.
Are you satisfied, Oleg Vitalyevich?
Yes, I have no more questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And we'll continue. Professor Irina Zvarich.
Okay, hello, nice to meet you. My questions will be the next. So first one, how digital technologies enable circular economy from product lifestyle perspective is the first one.
Okay. Okay, we presented a conceptual framework for how digital technologies can facilitate circular economy performance objectives in terms of the 3 stages of product life cycle: product design, product use, and product recovery. In the stage of product design, intelligent manufacturing is an important way to develop and transform the manufacturing industry, including intelligent design, production, service, management, logistics, and system integrations. In the product use stage, from a high-level abstraction perspective, we can observe consumers dealing with product service systems by interaction with physical products to request and enjoy services. In the end of product stage, the circular economy can support the closed loop recycling of product or materials through the improvement of the reverse supply chain and progress in smart technology. Thank you.
We have good tradition to question one more.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. And the next one, the second question is, what are the business model innovations for product service systems?
Thank you for your question. Product-oriented business models, which incentive customers to purchase products to maximize product sales, make it challenging to achieve the circular economy goals. These services mainly include pre-sale services for product-related components and quality services during maintenance. The use-oriented business model is conducive to the improvement of resource use efficiency, prolonging product lifespan through advanced maintenance and advancing the value of the circular economy. Result-oriented business models help consumers use products better and improve product usage efficiency by providing consumers with information or services rather than just specific products. The consumer pays valuable fees according to the contract provision based on the performance of the product or the results of its use. That's all. Thank you.
Are you satisfied? Irina,
Yes,
Yaroslav?
thank you. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your questions, and let's continue. Dear Professor Hausto, Victoria Evgenina, please ask.
Thank you very much. Are you hear me? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
I would like to ask you a few questions too, and I thank you for your interesting speech. Let's start with the first one. In your opinion, what principles should be referenced in the evaluation system of urban circular economy?
Thank you for your question. When designing the evaluation index system of urban circular economy, it's necessary to follow certain principles so that the evaluation system can comprehensively and briefly reflect the construction status and development potential of urban circular economy. In our study, we follow the principles of the following 6 principles. First is the scientific principle. The third is the systematic principle. Third is dynamic principle. The fourth is a principle of comparability. The 5th principle is principle of operationability. The 6th is territorial principle. I think these 6 principles should be referenced in the evaluation system. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And one more question, please. What are your practical recommendations for the development of urban e-waste management system in China?
Thank you for your question. We invested the incentive mechanism of smart e-waste recycling system and suggested a comprehensive reward system that primarily consists of 3 components. The first component is monetary compensation. The electronic payment will be made to the account of the e-waste generator based on the e-waste recycling price. Second, the smart recycling platform must work with major e-commerce platforms and hypermarkets that sell electronic appliances. If consumers need to buy new appliances, automated appliances can be recycled for cash through a smart recycling system, similar to the Out for New program. The third component combines non-monetary rewards. Consumers who participate in recycling on the smart e-waste recycling system can earn reward points in exchange for social benefits in their local areas. Points can be redeemed for tickets to local attractions public activities and small appliances. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
Okay, are you satisfied? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. And as a head of council, I have some question too. And my first question about chapter 3.2, what research methods did you use to study urban electronic waste management? Do you understand my question?
Yes. Thank you for your question. We use the research methods include design questionnaires and obtain data, establish theoretical models, put forward research assumptions, and discuss the empirical results of the citizens' e-waste recycling behavior and attitude. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you for your answer. And the second question is, what conclusions can be drawn from investigations the behavior of citizens to recycle e-waste?
Thank you for your question. First is the residents' attitudes towards e-waste recycling positively affect residents' e-waste recycling behavior. Second is residents' attitude toward e-waste recycling positively affects residents' e-waste recycling behavior under the regulation of the internal environment. Three is under the regulation of the external environment, residents' attitudes towards e-waste recycling have a positive effect on residents' e-waste recycling behavior. The fourth is under the regulation of internal and external environment and the intervention of incentives on residents' e-waste recycling behavior, residents' attitude towards e-waste recycling has a positive effect on residents' e-waste recycling behavior. Five, under the regulation of internal and external environment and the intervention of barrier problem solving on residents' e-waste recycling behavior, residents' attitude towards e-waste recycling has a positive effect on residents' e-waste recycling behavior. Six is under the regulation of internal and external environment, the joint intervention of incentives and obstacles to residents' e-waste recycling behavior, residents' attitude towards e-waste recycling has a positive impact on residents' e-waste recycling behavior. Thank you. That's all.
Okay, thank you. We are working during 1 hour. I think it's enough time for question, and let's continue our next steps of our work. And we have conclusion about the scientific novelty, theoretical and practical signification of the results of the thesis. And I will use Ukrainian language for reading these documents because we must read official documents in Ukraine. Шановні колеги, висновок про наукову новизну, теоретичне та практичне значення результатів дисертації аспіранта кафедри менеджменту імені професора Михайла Хан Яфень на тему розвиток інтегрованої системи управління електронними відходами на основі ресурсозбереження Китаю, виконаний відповідно до вимог, затверджений мною як проректор з міжнародної та наукової діяльності, і цей висновок містить всі необхідні елементи, зокрема зазначена актуальність теми дослідження, дозвольте не зупинятися на ній, зазначений зв'язок роботи з науковими програмами та планами, зокрема, що це тематичний план науково-дослідних робіт Сумського національного аграрного університету, а також частина досліджень виконувалась в рамках програми Європейського Союзу Erasmus+, в рамках проєкту Towards Circular Economy Thinking and Integration in Ukraine according to the EU Action Plan, в якій автором досліджено зарубіжний досвід управління системою управління електронними відходами, пов'язаними з циркулярною економікою. Також частина досліджень виконана відповідно до національного плану Китаю щодо реалізації порядку денного сталого розвитку до 2030 року. Зазначені висновку мета завдання дослідження, зокрема метою дослідження є формування інтегрованої системи управління електронними відходами на основі ресурсозбереження в Китаї для сприяння переходу до циркулярної моделі економіки та мінімізації негативного впливу на довкілля. Відповідно до мети завдання були визначені і конкретизовані цілі дослідження, які є в дисертаційній роботі. Наукова новизна одержаних результатів полягає у розвитку теоретичних, науково-методичних засад формування інтегрованої системи управління електронними відходами на основі ресурсозбереження в Китаї, на основі впровадження принципів моделі циркулярної економіки та цифрових технологій систем переробки. Є один пункт перше, 3 пункти удосконалення і 3 пункти набуття подальшого розвитку. Всі ці пункти наукової новизни детально висвітлені в дисертаційній роботі. Теоретичне та практичне значення результатів полягає в розробленні інтегрованої системи управління електронними відходами в містах. Результати дослідження впровадження в діяльність Фінансового інституту науки і технологій, а також Сумського національного аграрного університету. Апробація результатів дослідження відбулася на міжнародних конференціях, зокрема в таких країнах, як Індія, Фінляндія, Японія, а також на декількох конференціях в Україні, в Одесі і в Дніпрі. Автором дисертаційної роботи особисто проведені дослідження, апробація наукових результатів здійснення здобувачем за підтримки наукового керівника у опублікованих працях, надрукованих у співавторстві. Дотримання здобувачів принципів академічної доброчесності. Рецензенти провели аналіз звіту на заполучення академічних текстів за базою UNICHECK. Рівень запозичення матеріалу становить 7%. На всі запозичення є відповідні посилання. Перелік публікацій за темою дисертації з зазначенням особистого внеску здобувача, як уже я говорив, 9 наукових праць, 1 розділ монографії, 2 статті в фахових виданнях, 2 статті в Scopus Web of Science, що відповідає встановленим вимогам. Дисертація викладена на 258 сторінках, містить 51 таблицю, 37 рисунків, 232 позиції літературних джерел викладена на 20 сторінках. Дисертаційна робота викладена англійською мовою літературною, характеризується змістовною цілісністю та послідовністю. Стиль викладення матеріалу відповідає академічному. Ступінь зрілості дисертанта, аспірант проявив високий рівень наукової підготовки, теоретичних знань та практичних навичок зі спеціальності 073 менеджмент. Висновок засідання. Вважати, що дисертаційна робота Хан Яфень на тему розвиток інтегрованої системи управління електронними відходами на основі ресурсозбереження в Китаї відповідає всім базовим документам, зокрема вимогам щодо оформлення дисертації, порядку присудження ступеня доктора філософії та скасування рішення разової спеціалізованої вченої ради та іншим. Відповідно, було вирішено рекомендувати дисертаційну роботу, подану Хан Яфень на здобуття ступеня доктора філософії до захисту і створити спеціалізовану вчену раду у складі Данько, Ніфатова, Пасько, Зварич, Хаустова. Підписи є. Шановні колеги, наступним етапом нашої роботи є обговорення результатів дисертаційного дослідження. So, we begin the discussion of the dissertation work and I invite, firstly, I invite reviewers to speak, and so the first, Olena Mikhailivna Nifatova, you can present your review on this dissertation.
Thank you, dear colleagues. I would like to present my review for Хан Яфень dissertation on the topic development of integrated waste management system based on resource saving in China. The full report you can find on the website of the university, of the Sumy National Agrarian University. And now I want to stop just on the main point of the dissertation. And first of all, I would like to note the relevance of the topic because in terms of volume and environmental impact on the planet, waste electrical and electronic equipment has become the fastest growing waste stream in the world. In this way, it is necessary to introduce the progressive system for the separate collection and processing based on resource conservation. Lack of inclusiveness of the issue of determining the theoretical and methodological foundation of integrated electronic waste management in accordance with the basic principles of the circular model of Chinese economy using digital technologies determines the relevance of the topic. The dissertation topic corresponds to the provisions of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the European Green Deal, the Sustainable Development Strategy of Ukraine until 2030, and of course, Chinese National Plan of the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The dissertation was carried out following the topic of the project towards circular economy thinking and editing in Ukraine according to the European Union Action Plan within the Erasmus program of the European Union. The scientific novelty of the results consists in the integration of digital technologies into a waste management system at the urban level in China based on circular economy strategies implementation. The scientific and practical significance of the dissertation is that the main provisions of the thesis are brought to the level of methodological development and practical recommendations that can be used by public authors during the development of strategies and programs for the management of circular economy related assets in colleges and universities. The proposal of the waste management program for China in this study has been considered by the decision makers in improving the waste management and then could be applied to the urban waste management of the city of China after matter development. The result of the study were implemented into the activities of Henan Institute of Science and Technology while developing an electronic waste management system. Characterizing Хан Яфень dissertation as a whole, it should be noted that it certainly has relevance, scientific and practical significance. But during the review of the work, some issues of a debatable nature, comments and suggestions arose. The first one, the author chose of the definition proposed for the formulation of the subsection of scientific novelty at the level of for the first time. Is quite controversial. The used form proposed for the first time is quite debatable in relation to the result of the scientific work presented in this paragraph. As a rule, dissertation students do not propose for the first time, but prove, justify, develop, determine, establish, etc. In order to propose for the first time, it is necessary, first of all, prove substantiate and develop. The imperfection of the form used by the author to present the content of the point of scientific novelty for the first time is not a significant remark in terms of its content and most likely arose in the result of translation. The second, Chapter 1 does not define the theoretical and methodological conceptual component of the research, in my opinion. In point 1.2, during the analysis of the open waste management system, the ways of the negative impact of pollution and electronic substances on the natural environment are not sufficiently substantiated. In point 3.2, it was desirable to note the environmental benefits of using the proposed resource conservation management chain. The next one. A significant number of abbreviatures makes it difficult to understand the content of the dissertation. And finally, the last one, the conclusions for the work are too broad, for my opinion. As noted, shortcoming and remarks do not reduce the scientific value of the work, which was performed at a high level, and the result have practical application. The expressed comments and visions do not reduce the overall high valuation of the conducted research. The analysis of the dissertation and scientific works gives reason to conclude that Хан Яфень dissertation on the topic development of integrated waste management system based on resource saving in China is a completed independently performed scientific work which has significant theoretical and applied significance. The dissertation solves a specific scientific task regarding the development of theoretical and methodological principles and the formulation of scientific and practical recommendations for the formation of management system, universities, educational and scientific assets in the context of transition to the model of circular economy in China. The dissertation meets the requirements of the order of the Ministry of Education and Science of Ukraine on approval of requirements for preparation of a dissertation and resolution of the Cabinet of Ministers for Ukraine on the approval of the procedure for awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and the cancellation of the decision of the one-time specialized academic council on the institution of higher education, scientific institution on award the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. And its author, Хан Яфень, can be recommended for awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and specialty 73 management by a one-time specialized academic council. Thank you very much for your attention, dear colleagues.
Thank you, dear Professor Nifatova, and Хан Яфень. You have opportunity to respond to comments that have been posted in the review.
Okay, thank you, Professor's remarks. Yeah, I'm very grateful for the valuable advice you have given to me, which has provided me with new ideas for my future research work. Some of the suggestions I think I need to revise and followed in my next work. For example, the abbreviations is too many abbreviations. I should to reduce so as other authors can understand me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's all, yeah? Does it all?
That's all. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Elena Mikhailivna. Are you satisfied?
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. I think the position of the head of council is the best. Ask everybody about satisfaction. Let me invite Professor Pasco to present your report, your review about the dissertation.
Okay, thank you very much. With your permission, I also present my short summary of the review, given that the review is posted on the website and
Yes, you have
accessible to the public. So relevance of the topic is given and it is presented. The work is connected with the scientific programs, plans, and topics, in particular with one of the Erasmus Plus project. The scientific novelty of the obtained results, it could be mentioned pioneering scientific and methodological approach for urban e-waste management, conceptual framework for digitally enabled circular economy, also evaluation index system for the city level circular economy development, intelligent logistics and recycling system for e-waste management, advancements in smart e-waste recycling research, and economically incentivized smart e-waste recycling systems. Dissertation, in my opinion, holds also significant scientific and practical implication. Among practical implication, it's urban transformation and development of urban smartness, implementation of circular economy principles, practical references for researchers and managers, and optimizing the potential of digital technologies, as well as an implementation in Henan Institute of Science and Technology. There is a healthy number of publications in which the result have been published. However, upon thorough examination, certain debatable issues, comments, and suggestions have arisen, contributing to the comprehensive evaluation of the work. Among those suggestions are first, while exceeding the standard lengths of this kind of papers, it is not inherently disadvantageous. It is suggested that specific sections could be condensed to adhere to the norm without compromising the integrity of the research. Second, the dissertation undeniably makes a substantial contribution to the theoretical and methodological aspect of the research. However, the practical side of effective electronic waste management could benefit from more in-depth exploration in Chapter 2. Third, Chapter 3 exhibits an overload of textual materials hindering optimal comprehension. That's why introducing graphical object for presenting analytical material would enhance the clarity and accessibility of the research. Next, the dissertation encompasses calculations spanning different periods, creating ambiguity. Clarity regarding the research period is essential for the comprehensive understanding of the study. Next, some tables in Chapter 2 portraying dependencies obtained from experience data are deemed multi-informative and contribute to unnecessary increase in volume. Recommending the relocation of these tables to appendixes would streamline the main body of the dissertation. The conclusions drawn in the dissertation, while generally comprehensive, are suggested to undergo further specification for a more nuanced and detailed presentations. And the last one, several areas of paper require attention due to editorial, stylistic errors, and inaccuracy in the design. This issue contributes to the diminished ease of information perception. So it is crucial to emphasize that these comments and suggestions, while warranting consideration, do not fundamentally detract from the overall positive assessment of the dissertation. Overall conclusion is that upon thorough examination of Han Yafen's dissertation titled Development of Integrated E-Waste Management System Based on Research Saving in China and related scientific works, it becomes evident that the dissertation represents a meticulously executed independent scientific endeavor. This work not only holds intrinsic value, but also contributes significantly to both theoretical and practical domains. Thus, the dissertation meets the requirements of the order of the Ministry of Education and Culture of Ukraine and Science of Ukraine number 40, dated January 12, 2017, on approval of the requirements of the preparation of the dissertation and also the requirements of the procedure for awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. And its author, Han Yafen, can be recommended for awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Specialty 073 Management by one-time specialized academic council. Thank you very much. That was my review.
Okay, thank you, Professor Pasko. And dear Han Yafen, you are given the opportunity to respond to comments that have been posted in the review of Professor Pasko.
Thank you, Professor's advice. I'm grateful for the thorough the analysis of my dissertation and the comments which he made. I agree with most of the remarks and will take them into account in my research work. First, the dissertation, certain sections could be shortened, and I should research more practical sort of managing effective management of e-waste in next step. Some chapter, the text material is too much. So I should add some form of graphic objects. I think in chapter 3, some the tables, the tables is too much. So I should move them to the appendix. So thank you for all your suggestions. I think they are useful for me. Thank you.
Lev Vitalyevich, satisfied?
Yes, I am.
Thank you very much. Dear colleagues, let's continue our work, and now let's begin. We begin to listen to a review of official opponents, and I invite Zvara Chirina Yaroslavna, the head of Chair of International Economy in West Ukrainian National University, to present your opinion about this dissertation. Please, Irina Yaroslavna.
First of all, I would like to say thank you for such a possibility to be in this great team. According to my official opponent's conclusion. So the official opponent's conclusion is in your specialized academic council of your university. So right now I would like to stop maybe on one of the main discussion clauses and remarks of the dissertation. But I only said that one remark that the dissertation is really, really deeply characterized to this problem. So I was really satisfied and maybe impressed in these deep characteristics of this problem. So thank you to our Хан Яфень. And right now I will stop of my discussion classes. So the first one, what I want to say. The author considered the standards of waste management in the European Union, but the problem of disposal of electronic waste today is gaining archaic importance. So the world community within the framework of determining the determinants of sustainable development policy, which of course included three components, solution of economic, social, and environmental issues. So they are allocate significant financial resources of United Nations agencies, something like that, World Bank, FAO, UNDP, and others, and not small ones, European grants. So therefore, attention should be paid to the possibilities for the PRC to resolve the issues raised at this expense. The next one, second, the authors claim that a smart system for the collection and processing of electronic waste, which is based on the creation of a three-level logistics systems that includes public collection points, regional stations, and collection centers in accordance with the principles of the circular economy model based on the implementation of digital technologies for handle them is optimal both from the point of view of economic efficiency and environmental safety. But it's possible to agree with such a statement not from the position from which the author considers, but only from the organizational and managerial point of view in a certain territory. The third, the work should highlight the problems related to the formation of the habit of countries' population to the correct disposal of electronic waste, because they are different in origin and, most importantly, differ in methods of disposal with solid household waste. The next one, the fourth. The researcher doesn't consider electronic waste disposal technologies in his work because such a goal was not set for here. In our opinion, this would be greatly enrich the work, because even solid household waste disposal technologies have many directions and different effects, and electronic waste constitutes a significant part of them and would significantly ensure resource conservation. And the last one. The researcher introduces the concept of system of indicators for evaluating the circular economy of the city, which represents 17 indicators differentiated by three dimensions, like economy, resources, and environment, with 5 corresponding evaluation indicators, including economic capacity, economic efficiency, reduction of resources, pollution reduction, and reuse and recycling. In our opinion, such a system should take into account cluster distribution, because in real conditions for the disposal of waste, its producer can use their services of a disposal facility that is territorially close to him, even if it's in a neighboring region. All these will affect the value of the calculation coefficient for a certain region or area, and therefore can be used in a limited way. So, but all these remarks I have listed right now only have a recommendatory character and nature, and don't affect the overall positive assessment of the dissertation work. And now my general conclusion, according to the official opponents which are represented in your council. The dissertation work of Хан Яфень, development of integrated waste management system based on resource saving in China, which was submitted for defense to the Specialized Academic Council for obtaining the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the field of knowledge, 07 Management and Administration, with the specialty 0373 Management, according to its relevance, scientific and theoretical level, the main results of validity, the main provisions and results published in professional publications, the novelty of the statement and their practical significance meet the requirements of the order of the Ministry of Education and Culture, Ministry of Education of Ukraine, number 40 of January 12, 2017, on approval of requirements for the preparation of the dissertation, and the resolution of the Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine, 12 number 44 of January 2022 on the approval of the procedure for awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and the cancellation of the decision of the one-time Specialized Academic Council of the Institution of Higher Education, Scientific Institution on awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, with the change made in accordance with the resolution of Cabinet of Ministers number 341 of 24/03/2022. So it is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Irina Yaroslавna. And dear Хан Яфень, please, you have the opportunity to respond to comments that have been posted in this conclusion.
Okay, thank you. I'm very grateful to Professor for the deep and detailed analysis of my dissertation and comments and wishes which were made. I agree with you of the comments and will take them into account in future work. Your suggestion about the consider electronic waste disposal technologies in my work and take into account cluster distribution in real conditions is very good, and it provides a different direction for me to study in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Are you satisfied, Irina Yaroslавna?
Thank you. Yes, yes, I am.
Okay, let's continue. And I want to invite Professor Hausta Victoria Evgenievna, the head of National Research Center of Industrial Development's Problem, National Academy of Science in Ukraine. Please, будь ласка, Victoria Evgenievna.
Thank you very much. Thank you, dear colleagues. I would also like to say that my dissertation response was prepared in compliance with the requirements and posted on the university website. So let me highlight its main aspects. About the relevance of the study. The issue of transition to a circular economy model is really very important for all countries of the world today. This transition involves the implementation of circular business models, which will reduce the negative impact of all categories of waste, including waste electrical and electronic equipment, on society and the environment. The lack of studies of integrated electronic waste management in accordance with the basic principles of the circular model of China's economy using digital technology confirms the relevance of the presented dissertation's research. The dissertation topic corresponds to provisions and principles of the main strategic documents. Also, the dissertation was carried out following the topic of international project under the Erasmus Plus program. So it really confirms the relevance of this research. The scientific novelty of the obtained results consists in the deepening of the theoretical and methodological provisions on the development of integrated e-waste management system based on resource saving in China. The scientific and practical significance of the dissertations lies in improving e-waste management in cities providing. The results of the study were implemented into the activities of the School of Computer Science and Technology of Hainan Institute of Science and Technology, as well as by the School of Information and Engineering of Hainan Institute of Science and Technology. The main provisions of the dissertation are published in 9 scientific works, including a chapter of monograph, articles in scientific journals of Ukraine, and also publications are indexed by Scopus and Web of Science, and conference papers. About the structure and content of the dissertation. I think that the structure of the dissertation is well balanced in terms of volume and content. The dissertation generally meets the requirements for PhD dissertations. The presentations of the material is logical and covers the context of the research in detail. Discussion points and comments to the dissertation. First, the dissertation contains a large array of calculation information and consideration of individual indicators from different positions, which, in my opinion, is unnecessary, since such duplication complicates the perceptions of the analytical part of the work. Second, given the important role and importance of recycling in the field of e-waste management, unfortunately, the acquirer has neglected the development of mechanism for adapting the best global practices and innovative experience in the national context, in particular with the connection of state administration to the problems of resource conservation in China, which would give the research a more complete form. Third, in section 1, in my opinion, foreign experience in the field of e-waste management is too detailed, which has an indirect effect on the development of the Chinese waste management system due to the lack of access to the financial and investment opportunities of EU countries for the implementations of relevant technologies and legislative and institutional mechanism, and therefore only overload the text of dissertation research. Fourth, in the analytical part of the dissertation, I would like to see an analysis of the dynamics of the implementation of smart e-waste management in the context of territorially balanced waste management systems. Fifth, in the research methodology, the criteria and indicators of sustainable development are quite reasonably provided, but such a methods as cluster analysis and explanation of clusters in the activity of e-waste management logistics centers was not used in the work. And last, 6, determining in the main priorities of sustainable development, the author should have paid more attention to the specific of the socio-economic development of the city of Hainan, which would make it possible to harmonize the given development priorities with the proposed model for determining the points of economic growth that have a significant impact on the economic support and human development of the Chinese People's Republic, taking into account structural transformation. But all the remarks I have listed are only a recommendatory nature and do not affect the overall positive assessment of the dissertation work. So my general conclusion. The dissertation work of Хан Яфень, development of integrated e-waste management system based on resource saving in China, which was submitted for defense to the specialized academic council for obtaining the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the field of knowledge 07 Management and Administration, with the specialty 073 management. According to its relevant scientific and theoretical level, the main results of validity, the main provisions and results published in professional publications, the novelty of the statement and the practical significance meet the requirements of the Order of the Ministry of Education and Culture of Ukraine number 40 and the resolution of Cabinet of Ministry of Ukraine number 44, with changes made in accordance with the resolution of Cabinet of Ministry number 341. Therefore, I consider that Хан Яфень deserves to be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the specialty 073 Management. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you, Victoria Evgenievna, and Хан Яфень. You have opportunity to for reflection on this critical review.
Okay, I'm very grateful to Professor for the deep and detailed analysis of my dissertation. Her comments and wishes which were made is very good. I agree with most of the comments and will take into account in the next step. Some advice about the content. For example, the application complicates and some content is excessively detailed. So these problems, I think I need to revise in my dissertation. And the analytical method about territorially balanced waste management systems is a good point to smart waste management. I think in the research, it's a very good suggestion. And determine the cluster analysis. This method I didn't use in my work. So in future work, I think this method I could take into account. Thank you. That's all.
Dear Professor Hausta, are you satisfied?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your work. And dear colleagues, according to the rules of work of the specialized academic council, we proceed to discussion of the thesis Хан Яфень. I emphasize that all present members of the academic council have the right to take part in this discussion. Therefore, I ask those who want to speak out about this work, and it's a real possibility for me to say some words about dissertation. but let's start from Nifat Elena Mikhailina.
Thank you, Yuri Ivanovich. We can start from you.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I will be last.
Okay, I would like to share my opinion about the dissertation Хан Яфень, and I would like again to talk about the relevance of the topic. And I would like to note that for today, Chinese e-waste recycling system is very poorly organized, and Chinese e-waste management is relatively backward. That is why the dissertation presented today is a logical response on these challenges of the Chinese e-waste management system based on resource saving. And also I would like to admire the idea regarding the circular economy model based on the application of digital technologies. It is a very interesting idea. What adds significant value in this model envisions the integration of digital technologies at all stages of the product life cycle. Additionally, the author has proposed the three-dimensional system of indicates to success the level of development of the circular model at the city level, which can have practical significance for example, for monitoring for the control at both regional and national levels. At the same time, like any research, the work, of course, has debatable issues. For example, the results of the 6 models obtained on the basis of survey of the residents, just one city, just one Chinese city, in my opinion, cannot be representative for the general sample of the China. It would be desirable to separately investigate and take into account the influence of conventional variables, the importance of which, for my opinion, it's not given sufficient attention in the work. But just debatable issues and just my opinion. And in general, the dissertation is written at an appropriate scientific level, has elements of scientific novelty, practical application, and reveals important aspects devoted to development of integrated waste management system based on resource saving in China. It will contribute to a better understanding, evaluation, and improving a waste management system in Chinese cities. So the author of the work deserve to be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in their specialty 73 management. That is my opinion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elena Mikhailivna. Oleg Vitalyevich, do you want to say something about the dissertation more?
Okay, so it's right or responsibility to speak out of the council? I think it's responsibility.
It's only your opinion to decide.
Okay. So thank you very much for this opportunity to speak out on the dissertation of the Han Yafen on titled Development of Integrated Waste Management System based on research saving in China. I would like to mention that this study is positioned to contribute by elucidating the theoretical and methodological underpinnings of integrated waste management system aligned with the fundamental principles of China's circular economy model while leveraging digital technologies. As I already mentioned, there is connection with the programs, there is a novelty of the obtained results, and among those results, I would like to emphasize 2 of them. First, it's the evaluation index system for the city level circular economy development. So I think this novel evaluation system so it's distinguished from previous models, and this system comprises 17 indicators categorized into 3 dimensions: economy, resources, and environment. And the evaluation metrics include economic strengths, economic efficiency, resource reduction, pollution reduction, and reuse and recycling. So I think this comprehensive system provides a nuanced and holistic perspective on the circular economy progress. And second point I would like to mention among those 6 is the existing conceptual framework has been improved for the digitally enabled circular economy. So unlike previous models, this framework incorporates various industry 4.0 digital technologies across all stages of the product life cycles. And I think this augmentation accelerates the transition towards a circular economy by leveraging cutting-edge technologies through the entire life cycle of products. So overall, I think that the dissertation itself and its author deserve to be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in so the dissertation overall and its author Хан Яфень can be recommended for awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Specialty 073 Management. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Олег Vitalyich, and let's continue. Irina Yaroslavna, do you want to realize your rights or responsibility to say something more?
Yes, of course. So, first of all, I agree with my colleagues with all this like novelty, maybe some points of this dissertation. And of course, that waste electrical and electronic equipment right now are the fastest growing waste stream in the world. And this category of waste has a complex composition which contains two of different components and need of course according to these different ways of the solution this problem. And of course who as China should be like the leader and tell us what should do in this problem. So it's according to the relevance of the research topic. And as I said before, I'm really satisfied with the work and deep and very deeply thoughts and characterizations of this problem. So, and what maybe most of them is a scientific and methodological approach to form a system for urban waste management and to facilitate the implementation of the circular economy model based on the application of digital technologies. And there are maybe this main point of novelty for me, and of course a very deep mathematical approach and different econometric and mathematical methods to analyze and to evaluate this problem and of course the consequences. So I will vote for maybe for this dissertation work of Хан Яфень according to specialty 73 management to get this degree of Doctor of Philosophy. So thank you.
Thank you, Irina Yaroslavna. And Victoria Evgenievna, do you want to say something for us about this dissertation?
Thank you. Dear colleagues, first of all, I would like to thank our applicant for her comprehensive report. Indeed, the topic of the work is very relevant now for all countries of the world. In Ukraine, the waste management infrastructure is just beginning to develop, and I believe that the recommendations presented in the dissertation for China are also interesting and useful for Ukraine. In general, I think that the dissertation is of a higher professional level and the research objectives have been achieved. The work has a practical focus, which in my opinion is a positive aspect of it. And I would also like to note that the applicant answered the questions well today and showed her high level of awareness of the research issues. I presented my main comments and recommendations to the dissertation in my review. They can serve as a kind of guideline for further research, and I hope that Хан Яфень will continue the scientific work, because a lot of questions in sphere circular economy, waste management remain unresolved. So in general, I positively evaluate the submitted dissertation and think that the applicant, Хан Яфень, deserves to be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Victoria Evgenina. And I want to say some words about this dissertation and about the relevance of this topic, because the growth of electronics production in modern world has led to an increase in the volume of electronic waste, posing a significant challenges to ecology and sustainable development. And I agree with Professor Zvarec that China, as one of the leaders in the electronic industry, faces sustained quantities of waste, making the development of an integrated management system critical to ensuring sustainable resource utilization and environment conservation. And I like the approach, just a moment. Хан Яфень. I like the approach that Хан Яфень took the research in this topic. The only thing I found lacking in this dissertation is comparative analysis with Ukrainian and European countries. Such an analysis would help identify unique characteristics and influences between different models of electronic waste management. Specifically, examining comparison could assist in isolating best practice and innovations that would be benefit for improving management system in various parts of the world. And I want to say thank you for scientific advisor, because it really was party of science today, party of research, and I hope that in the nearest future we will take part in next party, and we will take part in defense of dissertation doctor in science, and Tatiana Ivanovna will present own results of this research. But now I propose to present your opinion and as a scientific advisor. And now, please, Tatiana Ivanovna, say something about your PhD student.
І чутно мене?
Yes.
Так? Шановний голова, шановні рецензенти, опоненти, перш за все мені б хотілося подякувати вам за надані відгуки на дисертаційне дослідження мого здобувача Хан Яфень. Від себе особисто мушу сказати, що за період роботи з Яфень вона зарекомендувала себе як старанна, дуже відповідальна та наполеглива людина. Як науковець вона вміло застосовує методи наукових досліджень до вирішення поставлених завдань. Вона вміє зосередитися на науковій проблемі, висувати наукові гіпотези, пропонувати якісь оригінальні рішення. На моє глибоке переконання, Яфень відбулася як науковець, і свідченням цього є дисертаційне дослідження, яке є завершеною науковою працею, що містить і наукову новизну, і практичну цінність. Робота відповідає усім вимогам. Шановні колеги, прошу вас підтримати здобувача Хан Яфень на присудження наукового ступеня доктора філософії за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент.
Дякуємо, Тетяна Іванівна. Тетяна Іванівна своєю українською мовою натякнула нам, що процедура захисту дисертаційної роботи вже закінчена. Відповідно, ми можемо перейти з мови здобувача на державну мову для того, щоб перейти до процедури присудження наукового ступеня. Нами попередньо було розроблено проєкт рішення спеціалізованої вченої ради, і дозвольте мені його зачитати для того, щоб він зафіксувався на відеозаписі. Спеціалізована вчена рада Сумського національного аграрного університету Міністерства освіти і науки України в місті Суми прийняла рішення про присудження ступеня доктора філософії у галузі знань 07 управління та адміністрування на підставі прилюдного захисту дисертації Хан Яфень на тему «Розвиток інтегрованої системи управління електронними відходами на основі ресурсозбереження в Китаї». В англійською мовою Development of Integrated Waste Management System based on resource saving in China. І за це все за спеціальністю 073 менеджменту ми розглядали дисертацію. Хан Яфень, 84-го року народження, громадянка Китайської Народної Республіки, має вищу освіту. У 2010 році закінчила університет Чжэнчжоу у провінції Хенань Китайської Республіки за спеціальністю комп'ютерні технології, що і ми це могли побачити в дисертаційній роботі, рівень використання комп'ютерних програм. Так? Аспірантуру закінчила в Сумському національному аграрному університеті у 2023 році. І, відповідно ж, дисертація виконана в Сумському національному аграрному університеті Міністерства освіти і науки Міністерства освіти і науки України. Я вибачаюся, десь ще один листочок, десь я переклав. Ага, відтак, у нас за процедурою ми переходимо до процедури голосування, і я просив би членів спеціалізованої вченої ради вголос озвучити кожен свій результат, ваше рішення щодо присудження ступеня доктора філософії для Хан Яфень. І я думаю, ми так в тому ж порядку будемо працювати, як і працювали. Тому, будь ласка, Олена Михайлівна Ніфатова, вам слово.
Я голосую за присудження ступеня доктора філософії Хан Яфень.
Дякую. Будь ласка, Олег Віталійович, вам слово.
Я голосую за присудження доктора філософії Хан Яфень.
Так, Ірина Ярославівна, будь ласка.
Я голосую за присудження доктора філософії здобувачу Ян Яфень.
Дякуємо. І, будь ласка, Вікторія Євгенівна.
Я повністю підтримую рішення щодо присудження ступеня доктора філософії за спеціальністю менеджмент Хан Яфень.
Дякую, Вікторія Євгенівна. І я також віддаю свій голос за присудження наукового ступеня доктор філософії для Хан Яфень. На підставі маємо 5 голосів за, і на підставі результатів відкритого голосування спеціалізована вчена рада присуджує науковий ступень доктора філософії за спеціальності 073 менеджмент Хан Яфень. Шановні колеги, чи є зауваження щодо рішення спеціалізованої вченої ради? Сподіваюся, що його нема, самі приймали, які можуть бути зауваження. І дозвольте передати слово аспірантці Хан Яфень для завершальне слово. Dear Хан Яфень, you can say something for us, for your scientific supervisor, please, if you want.
Yes, thank you. Firstly, I would like to thank my dear scientific supervisor, Tatiana Shevchenko, provided me with selfless, helpful, and guidance during my research work. I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the members of the Defense Committee for your hard work and participation in my defense, and for your helpful suggestions on my thesis. I would also thank my family and friends for their support and understanding. Thank you all.
І ми вам також дякуємо, Хан Яфень, за вашу роботу. Шановні колеги, якщо ні в кого немає зауважень, пропозицій, то є у мене пропозиція закінчити засідання, завершити засідання спеціалізованої вченої ради по присудженню ступеня доктор філософії Хан Яфень. Якщо не буде інших пропозицій,